Unfortunately, this year, March Madness did not mean college basketball, but March Madness did mean some really crazy times in the market. We are getting a lot of calls and emails from plan participants that are in 401ks that we work with. Every once in a while, I run across a really good question, and I think it allows us in our answer to give us some advice that others might benefit from. So I'm going to read one of the questions that we were emailed recently and our response to this particular question. The email said, Troy, should I move my 401k to more of a cash position? We are getting killed, as you know. I tried to play with it on the website and it did not seem to allow me to do that. What should I do? Well, our advice is actually not to move everything to cash right now. And this is the time to stay calm and hang in there. Those that are in a diversified portfolio, which is what we've always suggested, should be just fine. Those who move to cash and lock in those losses will be hurt. Some will be hurt considerably. We don't suggest solving a short term problem with a long term solution. Market timing is really, really dangerous, guys. Even the experts get this wrong. To correctly time the market, a person has to time it perfectly twice, when to sell and then when to buy back in. It's hard. It's not impossible, but it's hard with individual stocks. It's even harder with mutual funds. I mean, if we'd had a crystal ball and we had known to sell back in mid-February when things were at a peak and then bought back in now that the market's so low, our timing would have looked pretty good in retrospect, right? But to move everything to cash now that it's at the bottom would be kind of insane. And it just doesn't help anybody to kind of play this coulda, shoulda, woulda game. Yeah, we probably would have and should have moved in mid-February if we'd known this was coming. Market timing is really, really hard, and it's even less reasonable with mutual funds because of what they call forward pricing, where the price doesn't fluctuate throughout the day and it actually settles at the close of market. It's impossible to capitalize on the big shifts in the market during the day. So just hang tight. Don't make any big moves right now. Mutual funds are diversified pools of stock that are ideal for long-term investing, not market timing. And 401k plans are built with these mutual funds because the time horizon is really, really long, decades long for most people. Rebalancing or reallocating investments should be driven by changes in your life, a change in your age, a change in your risk tolerance, change in your lifestyle, but not driven by changes in the market. But I need to condition all of this advice on the underlying principle that we preach every time we meet with employees at your office or at any of the clients that we work with. It's important to remain broadly diversified and appropriately diversified based upon your age and your risk tolerance. Most of the employees and most of the plans that we work with have followed this advice. I'd say 95% or more have their money in professionally diversified portfolios. Now, for those that have ignored this advice and have their money concentrated in just a few holdings, it is a very, very dangerous time to be self-directing. Not a good idea. Those are the people probably that are emailing me saying, should I move everything to cash? Those that are in diversified portfolios are just hanging tight. I got to let you know, to be completely honest with you, I've not moved all of my own money to cash, and I'm not recommending that for any of our clients.